Welcome to the Lobotomy Corporation Nuzlocke, also known as the Loblocke. The rules are extensive, but they are the following. The run begins with a complete day 1 reset. There can be no observation levels, no core suppression rewards, no E.G.O, none of that can be brought over from a previous run. As for how employees are going to work, each department is allowed a total of 5 employees for the duration of the whole run. For example, if you're starting out a department with 3 nuggets and 1 dies, you still have 2 nuggets left to add for an overall total of 5. The employees can be redistributed between departments. I'm going to be keeping track of how many I've made in each. The abnormality selection each day is going to be randomized using a random number generator, rolling a number from 1 to 3. If obtaining abnormalities of a certain risk level, for example for Gebura's quests, or otherwise is required, the previous rule may be overlooked, and this is going to be a bit hand-wavy, but I will try to not abuse it. The memory repository and retrying days is allowed, however not if the facility is considered in combat. And employees that have died and are brought back through either method cannot be used. In combat includes the following. There is an ongoing ordeal, an abnormality has breached, Gebura's core suppression, Binna's core suppression. In combat does not include an employee is inside a containment unit, an employee is uncontrollable for whatever reason. However, it is permitted to end the day while in combat. Grinding or using lob points to strengthen employees is not going to be restricted. And lastly, the win and loss conditions. The win condition is beating day 50 with 100% germination of the Seed of Light, and the loss conditions are all employees are wiped out, or I have to do a day 1 reset. And those are all the rules. You can find them down in the description if you want the details. And of course, any questions I will answer in the comments. But for now, let's get on with this hell. Alright. Well, here we are. I'm not completely sure why I'm doing this at all. I wouldn't say that I am great at this game. I wouldn't even say that I'm decent at this game. As people who have played this game before, or seen this game before probably can tell, I have beaten it before, but with a lot of pain and suffering. But this Loblocke idea was a suggestion by a friend, and I ironed out the rules, and I decided that it would be a fun idea to try, so don't expect me to actually finish this. I'm gonna try, but it might not happen, so yeah, let's just get into it. Let's get into it. Hello, Angela. Yeah, okay, so no randomizing yet, obviously. Our good friend. So, I'm assuming most people who are going to be watching this have already seen the story. I will be reading for this first episode, and maybe a few more episodes after that, depending on if I've already gotten comments. I don't know how much this is going to pop off. But I will be reading the story, in case people maybe want to get into it through this for some reason. But if people don't want that, then let me know. Hello, X. I give you a warm welcome to Lobotomy Corporation. I am Angela, your advisor and secretary. My role as an AI is to assist you in adjusting to your new workplace, so please have no worry in speaking with me or asking any questions. It's a pretty name for an AI, wouldn't you say so? I was born from one of the wings of the world. It signifies that I am one of the best to exist in this age. Ever confident. Ah, I know what you must be thinking. Your eyes show that you think I look too human to be an AI, am I wrong? However, there is a great difference between us. I am bound here. I cannot go wherever I please like you do. I may be able to operate the systems of this corporation to open a door or prepare a cup of coffee for you, but I cannot take a step outside of this building to bask in the sunlight or feel the gentle breeze. Now, in regards to my appearance, as you can see, the color of my hair is that of the morning sky after a light shower, The tone and shape of my voice is taken from the wisest person in the world. Lastly, my face is picturesque of the person who had the most beautiful smile. I wonder who that can be. Don't worry, that was a joke. There can be no such person on this earth. Yeah, because she's... No spoilers. My appearance was designed... Actually, I will probably accidentally spoil things by accident. There is no way I'm not going to. I know what quests are coming up and all of that. I already spoiled a few things in just in just the rules. Whatever. My appearance was designed with attractiveness to the largest number of people possible in mind. If the way I look is pleasing to your eye, then I am working as intended. Moving on, artificial intelligence is much more efficient in comparison to humans in terms of multitasking. I'm the best at a majority of work fields. I'm able to handle the work of several dozen people at once. I'm certain many people have lost their jobs because of me. Topical. It's such a shame. Well, enough with introductions. Is there anything that you would like to know? Could you inform me about the company? That is not a bad thing to ask about. Let me put it this way. Your world is constantly growing, and the demand for energy is exponentially increasing as technologies advance. All conventional energy sources combined could not sustain the world further. In search of a solution, we happened to stumble upon mysterious beings, whom we dubbed Abnormalities. Then, we figured out that energy could be harvested from these abnormalities via a special method. To isolate them in a controlled environment, and then to harvest energy from them. Our corporation became one of the wings of the world for this discovery that benefits humanity in two ways. Once you're fully placed into the role as the manager, you will be able to access all current information on the abnormalities from the encyclopedia. It is very important that you know and understand these beings well to be successful in your position. For now, the encyclopedia's pages lay blank, but it will be filled out little by little. Don't concern yourself too much with it. It is the task of your subordinates to pen it. You have joined the company at an opportune moment, by the way. Lobotomy Corporation is always looking for ways to improve its harvesting process. Our systems are continually updated to support this. Speaking of which, there was a new update to the system right before you arrived. That means the working conditions have been improved upon, compared to those of your predecessors. I doubt it. Think of it as a small welcoming gift. Best of luck for us. I was just about to mention you. You don't understand the concept of patience, do you? Oh, pardon my manners. I was talking to the other AIs that work here. I should introduce her to you. Our facility is a huge one, and even I would have trouble managing it on my own. So someone determined that there should be an AI to assume head control of each department. If I were to be considered the cerebrum, they would be the cerebellum. I don't get that reference because I'm not a biologist. I'm sorry, Angela. Naturally, of course, I should be your most trustworthy and capable companion among all the AIs. Well then, shall we greet her now? Malkuth? You can hear rushed footsteps from behind. Manager, I arrived just on time, right? The time is only about 1 minute late. Well, I guess it still counts as on time. Congratulations on joining Lobotomy Corporation, Manager. I love Malkuth, by the way. And I believe you all will as well. Or probably most of you already do. I do not want to disturb this touching moment, Malkuth, but every second counts in Lobotomy Corp. Please make your introduction as brief as possible, and go prepare for the meeting. Seems Miss Angela isn't in a good mood today. But hey, at least the other Sephira are looking forward to meeting you. Well, maybe not all of them. Where are my manners? My name is Malkuth. I'm in charge of the control team. You cutie pie? Since we're the control team, we have a great deal of responsibility. I'll try my best to help you by improving the basic functions of this facility, Manager. I'm sure you're a bit nervous right now. It takes a bit of time to get used to these things around here. I know from experience. But don't worry, I'll be sure to help you. I am not exactly the best at everything. I used to be a problem Sephira, you know. I would sew buttons onto a shirt in the wrong direction, or add salt instead of sugar to food. But still, you can do it. Just like I managed to. I'm sure you will succeed. I'm sure. It's going to be horrible, but I'm sure. I'll give you an easy test since it's your first day. I wish you the best of luck. I can't take it anymore! Manager, you're in there, right? I have to get out of here, please. I know you're capable of it. You're the manager. You're the same as the rest. You're not the same as the rest of us, so you can do anything. What do you want to quit? Don't you like working here in the control team? Every day here is a delight for me. It's so horrible. I can't take it anymore. I'll go insane. Nothing here is normal. Do you really think you can't handle it? Please, I don't want to be here. Let me out of here, please. Manager, even though you're the head of this facility, that employee belongs to my department. So I believe I can take care of this. Let me handle this, please. I'll let her handle it. Thanks for acknowledging my position. Please don't be alarmed. These kinds of things happen quite often. Oh, right. It must be the first time you've seen something like this. Yes. Work violations. Quite a few of them. The city is full of them. Usually Miss Angela or I handle this kind of stuff. It's just a tiny hiccup. Nothing for you to worry about. I'm going to worry about it. Manager, please make sure. Yep. Complete 3 work processes. That will be easy. So, doing all the quests in one go without day 1 resetting is possible. And I do know the strategy, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, we're just gonna try it out. Wonderful. Amazing first employee. We're going to hire 2. We'll hire 1 more. Cooper, welcome to the team. They both look very stable. Incredibly stable. Early days probably not going to be much of a problem, so I don't know how much of the days I'm going to be showing. I might speed through some things. We'll see if anything is interesting to watch. But this is one sin. Beautiful, beautiful boy. We know him well. Oh yeah, and I'm going to have to do all of this again. It's gonna be a great time. With no speed up. So we're just gonna have to sit here for a while. I can speed it up artificially. I'm not gonna make you people sit through this. So what's definitely going to be very different from a normal run is I cannot see these 2 or any of my employees really as expendables as I used to. Every single nugget matters now. Because 1 death means 1 less employee available. And that's not going to be very fun. Anyway, let's proceed. And our first random roll. None of these are bad, obviously, so let's just see which one we get. So, let's see what we get. 3. Awesome. That means we got the bird. We got Punishing Bird. I love Punishing Bird. Face the fear, build the future. That is the motto of our founder, the one whom we refer to as A. Tell me, if you had to choose one, what part of the motto do you prefer? Build the future. The future is inevitable, but ever undecided. One may simply lie atop the sand of the future, or they may shape it with purpose. Lobotomy Corporation is an innovative company. The harvesting technologies we have discovered are such a... please excuse my lack of vocabulary. It's simply remarkable. These technologies could be the salvation of mankind. With these, we will mold the future, creating brand new paths. There was a bit of confusion last time, wasn't there? Usually I am in charge of the security of your office. However, it seems that I failed to pay enough attention to the Sephora meeting room. I heard that a control team employee has resigned from the corporation. Good job. You do know what it means to resign here in the company, don't you? I'll take that as a no. I do sometimes miscalculate what information I should deliver to you and what I shouldn't. I mean, I know they just resigning means dead. Some aspects of our company that I consider natural and obvious may come as quite a shock to you. We have a variety of roles here. It's like a well-structured play. Every actor has a role, and they must be faithful to their part without any error, synergizing with each other. Ironic. Now imagine that one of the actors decides to leave the stage because they didn't like the role. The actor should have played their predetermined part at the predetermined timing before making their exit stage left. But to leave the stage without fulfilling their part means that the life of the role and its actor are finished. That is what we mean when we say someone resigns. Great job, manager. You did exactly what I asked of you. It wasn't exactly hard. I knew you could do it. You'll never guess how much I rooted for you back there. As for me, the day went all right. We covered a joint emergency protocol drill for my team. Not a single dropout or injury. Everyone did a good job. Not to say that it was perfect, though. By the way, manager, have you seen something creepier than the abnormalities? Those entities that wander the facility, unable to be contained, and sometimes they manifest themselves in the corridors. The drills do no good when you encounter them, since we don't have enough data on them, so you always have to stay alert. No matter how meticulous our plan is, we can't control the unknown. Sometimes when I encounter them, I get a strange feeling. Ah, the music changed. You are very stable, Malkuth. It's not like fear or anything, some other sensation. Strange, isn't it? I feel nauseous, like something within me is palpitating out of control, and it feels like I'm no longer myself. How could I describe it? Like something's wriggling inside of me. I don't like the way you describe that, little by little. Okay. I don't like the way you put that. I'ma be real with you. I'ma keep it real with you, Malkuth. Okay, game speed acceleration. I'm so glad you get that early. Okay. E.G.O list. Let us put on the suits. They're not great, but they're better than nothing. And now we have good old P-Bird. So, Cooper. You will work there. And Honorio? You'll work with P-Bird. And we can finally speed this up. I do like these guys. I really like these two. I can't wait until they die, and I will be so sad. It's gonna be great. We can definitely grind a little bit better on P-Bird than we can on One Sin, because it is a higher level abnormality. Not by much, but still. It's better than nothing. Also, this is surprisingly similar to my first Lobotomy Corporation run. I also had Punishing Bread as my first abnormality there. Thing is, I was wondering for a while if allowing grinding would make it too easy, but then I realized we're not going to have good E.G.O weapons or anything like that, so we're gonna need all the stats we can get. So I decided that yes, I should allow grinding, because this is hard enough as it is, I think. We could use some Teth armor well, we're not gonna need it yet. Ordeals aren't gonna start happening for a little while. So I mean, we're good, but we're gonna be so SP, full of SP at the end of this day. It's not even gonna be funny. I also considered if I should just play through the whole thing, record parts of it, and then like, I wondered if I should record parts of it and then just, like, make a summary of what happened, you know, like some YouTubers do, but I thought a full playthrough could be nice. Maybe if people watch this. Again, I don't know, this is the first time I'm actually, like, making content that is not just a video. I'm talking in this one for the first time, so I don't know if this is gonna pop off. It might. I have never seen anyone else do this. That was kind of one of the reasons I really wanted to. Even more, just because I'm breaking new ground with this, so... No, I figured it would be more fun to do like a playthrough, so people can get as attached as I am to these nuggets. And then we can all cry together when they die. Because they will die. It's inevitable. Alright, that's enough for one day. Look at that, we got a level 2 employee already. We're cooking. Bringing it back. Everything will be peaceful. Fairies. Forsaken murderer. Ooh. All of these are pretty good. Let's see what we get. Forsaken murderer. Okay. Little dangerous to have a breaching abnormality already, but I think we can do it. Greetings, manager. It marks 3 days now that you have worked here. The number 3 is a mysterious one. In age-old fables, it is common for a mysterious entity to appear and tell the protagonist to utter 3 wishes. Sadly, I'm not a mage or a billionaire that can grant your wishes. However, I do happen to know what your predecessor wished for. There were many aspirations. Common among them was the seeking of some kind of growth. To lead the company to prosperity, to achieve spiritual maturity, you name it. Each had wanted to flower in a different way. Which of those would you want? I wish for the company to prosper. Your future is determined by what you do at this moment. Currently, you work for Lobotomy Corporation. In our company, you will see things that cannot be seen, and you will feel things that cannot be felt. You shall do impossible things. May your wish be granted. Perhaps you will become the best manager I've seen yet. I'm sure you hope I will be. So you may be asking yourself if your predecessors managed to fulfill their wish. I suppose what happened to the others is not important after all. I do promise to cheer you on for the journey to your final goal, though. You did it again! And you did it flawlessly, too! I myself have a lot of work to do. If you look at my notebook, my to-do list is always so full. But I know I can get through it. I should do my best, like I always have. I know I'm slower than the others. I always have to check my list or I'll miss something important. That's why I have this notebook with me all the time. Can't leave any mistakes, you know? I've been carrying it for so long that it's almost worn out. It's been with me ever since I began working here as the Sephira of the control team. I know Lady Angela worries about me from time to time, but I've got everything under control. Control team? I feel like this is the kind of life I've been yearning for ever since a long, long time ago. Maybe even before I was capable of thinking. Uh-oh, very stable. It feels as if I've wished for the same thing before, in some other place that wasn't the control team. Akluth, please finish the report I requested by the end of today. Sure thing, boss. I've got it right here on my list. I'll have it turned in by the end of the day. Well, I should get going now. It's a pleasure talking to you, manager. The AI's here. They're all unstable. With the exception of me. Are you sure? It's especially bad for Malkuth. You've noticed, haven't you? I can't complain, though. It only makes it easier for me to control her. Control team her? Complete 8 work processes in containment units under Klypoth. So true. I will do that. Okay, this seems a good as time as any to Add someone new to the gang. Hello, Georgia. I like you. I don't know if it's a good idea to use points yet. But I might. Yeah, I think I will. Georgia could use some training still, but that's good. E.G.O list, you can have the suit. That seems good to me, and everyone can get Penitent's weapon. Actually, Honorio should get the suit because they've been with us for the longest. It only makes sense. You do have more health, though. I should probably be strategical about this instead of sentimental. Alright, Forsaken Murderer, my favorite. This is where we can train fortitude, if I recall. But let's be careful about it. Because we do not want him breaking out. So let's just be careful about it. That's all right. You got resistance. You're fine. Yeah. Okay, you're fine. You can stop breathing though, buddy. Please. My goodness gracious. It's a good thing we got 10th level armor with Punishing Bird at least, and that it's red resistant. So that's lucky in its own way. Let me have a look at you. The frivolous employee, Georgia. You look quite frivolous indeed. I am not gonna gamble on sending anyone else in there yet, but Forsaken Murderer is good for training fortitude, so we're gonna have to do that later when we have a bit more Punishing Bird armor, so that they don't just die. You keep working on your attachment, buddy. That's all you gotta do. You motherfucker. You just love melting down. Oops. You good? Oh, Jesus, okay. That was almost scary. Okay, let's have everyone heal up. Maybe we're a little more careful about this. Hello, Forsaken Murderer. We're gonna want these. It's pretty good armor and weapons. I mean, Punishing Bird is also good, but definitely not on level with Murderer. And that's all we needed. I think that's a good place to continue to the next day. Some nice promotions. Temperance level up to 3, Fortitude up to 3. This is good, this is good. Okay, what do we got? Okay, we'll see. Let's bring this back up. There it is. Let's see what we get. Okay, number 3 again. That is... I don't remember if that one's good. Do you take pride in what you do here? If not, this recent news will likely change your mind. After your arrival, the rate of energy output has increased by 13%. If you still don't feel the significance of this figure, then let me add that it's a record-breaking percentage. How do you feel? I can take pride in that. Ever since you began working here, the company has been taking strides in improvement. This means you are performing your role well. This shows that there should only be good news to come. I'm sure. A machine such as my shelf doesn't flatter easily. It is good to know that you're happy with your work. I remember your face the very first time you came here. You were so withdrawn, face all grey and grim, and you were all nervous about my presence. Don't worry, it's okay for you to be happy now. Today's a rather special day. Do you see that bottle of champagne on the table? Allow me to pour you a glass. Shall we toast? Today's occasion is not something as monumental as someone's birthday, or the company's day of founding. You lost an employee for the first time yesterday. In fact, many more shall follow. I'm telling you this just in case you were unexpectedly shocked by the news. They had known the risks from the beginning. The company grows fertilized by their sacrifices. It's as simple as that. I'm sure they would have felt proud of themselves as they took their final breath. Accepting their deaths with equanimity would be the greatest respect you can pay to them. That is why I popped this bottle of champagne I've kept for so long. 3 cheers for the deceased, in memoriam of their noble sacrifices. Allow me to give you a small bit of advice. To properly drink a glass of champagne, one should gently hold the lower stem of the glass, and then take it in lightly, savoring the bubbles. Perfect, just like that. Yo! It's the gang! It's Yesad, Ahodu, Malkuth. We need to be honest here, Malkuth. You simply cannot suppress the ordeals with the employees you currently have at your disposal. Trust me, I'm the head of the information team. Even if your team were to suppress the ordeals on their own, there's too great a risk of extreme mental damage to your employees. But Yesad, we only need to consider the mortality rate of the agents and the possibility of the abnormalities breaching. Malkuth, Lady Angela said that one crazy employee will kill 10 others. I'm the severer of the control team. I may make outrageous mistakes in all other aspects, but this role I know better than anyone else. I know how to handle employees on the verge of insanity. I even wrote down a code of conduct for it. Honestly, it feels like I'm the only one who follows the guide. Am I wrong? Please tell me if you happen to need it. I can always share a copy with you. I'm fine, but that code of yours... I don't need weak employees in my department. Weakness means elimination, the death of your place in my department. To work for the control team, the department that leads the corporation, signifies that you should be more capable than everyone else. Manager, please say something to them. You've been watching what's happened to those weak-willed employees from the comfort of your office, haven't you? Can any of you guys say something? Well, thanks so much for visiting me. It's made me so happy. We should meet up again sometime, all of us Upper Sephira. The mental corruption levels of the control team's employees exceeded the maximum threshold, and just what did the other Sephira do in the meantime? Sit and watch? The control team has failed to handle the ordeals. Supplement the staff immediately and suppress the ordeals. I will ask for support from the other departments. Complete a dusk. Ordeal. Those are not available yet, so we can't do that. So that means it's just grinding time until they become available. I'm so ahead on everything because I'm awesome. Okay, you get beak. You get to have... Yes. There we go. We all have Teth armor now. Which means we're much better off. Ooh, right, this one. I do hate tools. I do hate tools. I forgot how cool this E.G.O looks, to be honest. But we need your fortitude up. We cannot have you having such weak fortitude. Hopefully we'll get something to train repression work on. We also can't promote too fast because we're gonna have to deal with hot submissions later, which would be good if we have a few that we can easily promote. Then again, that will just take a bit of grinding, which shouldn't be too hard. We'll see when we get there. Okay, I think that's enough. You've done a good job, both of you. Look at you with your little nexus. Lovely. Ooh, Georgia level 3. We're gaming. Already have a level 3 employee. Our founder A has said this to me many a time. Each successful experiment makes you a better person. The greatness of this company was founded on multitudes of trials and hardships. So you too shall become great. Each day in the company is another small experiment towards shaping your life for the better. How has your day been today? Well, of course it was fine. Let's spare the pleasantries, no? Manager, how has your life been? Nothing spectacular, just okay. Leading a normal life could be considered an achievement in this day and age. Although, one can always improve the quality of their life. This is a simple metaphor, but the seed of a tree will not grow just anywhere. The seed of a tree? It requires fertile soil, the right temperature, and fresh water. However, most seeds fall on barren soil. For those malfallen seeds, stretching out the roots and sprouting even small leaves are challenges full of pain. I cannot provide you with water or sunlight. However, I will do my best to tend to the soil. Cool. I think we can continue for a bit more. This is going well so far. I don't see any problems with this so far. I think 3 employees is fine. We don't really need more yet. Cooper, you can have this though. It's time. It's time for you to be awesome. We got 2 guns, 1 hammer. I like it. Which day is it? It's day 5. Yeah, so we're gonna have to deal with our deals tomorrow. We're relatively alright on health and stuff. Like, level at this point. We're already kind of over-leveled. Not really over-leveled, but the right amount of leveled. You feel me? Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, let's just get on with it after he's done. I like my gang. They're fun. Ooh, promotion. Okay. Ooh, seagulls. Okay. None of these are bad. Definitely none of these are bad. Let's roll. Oh yeah, and I am playing with donor Abnos. Let's roll. 3. Who day it is? As you are aware, there are numerous employees working for our company. A majority of them would like to know more about you as a person. Some will take the initiative and attempt to approach you first. It's rather funny, knowing who you are will not do anything to improve their odds. There are no regulations to prevent them from coming all the way to your office to interact with you face to face, unfortunately. It seems the one who set those rules in place did not consider situations like this. And I suppose this may be a good opportunity for you to show them that you are generous and caring enough to have chit-chats with your subordinates. Words tend to travel faster than you think. I will not stop you from meeting with someone, if there are employees who wish to visit you. But please keep in mind that you do not have to do everything they ask of you. Simply thank them for their effort. Tell them you hope they will keep up the good work. That will benefit both parties, don't you think? Are you still following me? What we need is a gesture of goodwill, and nothing more. Do not go overboard and listen to whatever nonsense they have to say. Give them a vending machine and next they will come knocking demanding a bar. I expect you to make the right decision. It's funny considering we could have just gotten a vending machine. Yes, odd. My boy. Memory repo. Okay. Since we now have a Fortitude trainer, I'm not going to level Fortitude. Yeah, hello Charlotte. Get 2 people. I like you. Okay, can we give you guys good armor? Give you relatively good armor. You'll have to deal with being Saiyan, but that's fine. I'm sure you can do it. I think we'll max out information today, and we'll see if I continue after that. Nobody really needs to level their Fortitude. Alright, we might need to deal with ordeals today, so let's be careful about that as well. Seems like a good place to... Now it's kind of going to start ramping up. Like, now it's actually going to be interesting. All of that was just set up until now, I'd say. Let's get the Clypoth counter, even though we can't see it. I don't recall exactly what lowers Pude. I did not play with donor Abnos, so I won't know all of them. We can ignore that. I don't want to deal with behavior adjustment. Actually, I'll deal with behavior adjustment. It's fine. Okay. Green Dawn coming up. It is the easier one to deal with. I don't know how Charlotte is going to handle it, though. Oh well. Uh-oh. Please don't escape, Bude. Okay, thank God. I do not want to deal with Pude at the same time as I deal with the green ordeal. The Green Dawn. You little shit. You little fucking dog. Little bastard. You like being a piece of shit, don't you? Getting a lot of red damage armor, which is not great. I would like some variety, but it is what it is. Gonna gather everyone. I'm gonna make sure we work as a group for this one, because this should not be hard. Might keep Charlotte out of it, to be honest. Yeah, might have Charlotte work. Okay, here we go. Can't pause? Yep. How about you two? Actually, how about just all of us go? I think we can handle it. We are good enough to handle it. It's only 2 as well. We can't see its health though, which is annoying. I forgot that's not a thing we can do yet. Check the health. Okay, Asira. You go chill out. Okay, great. Yeah, you can handle it. Great. Wonderful. I know I could have just ended the day, but I wanted to make sure that I could actually, you know, deal with a situation like this. And I would like to grind a bit more. That went quite well. We're getting a lot of Teth abnormalities. Ooh, which is questionable. Hopefully we get a few Saiyans at least. But I mean, Teths aren't too bad either. I guess we're fine. It would be unfortunate to lose anyone this early on, so hopefully we can avoid that. I mean, it's alright. Overrated as fuck, in my opinion. So I'm only gonna get one of those so we can give it to Charlotte. As well as the armor. And I think that will be enough for this day. Actually, yeah. We're doing alright. Honorio. Fortitude 3, very nice. Charlotte temperance has gone up enough. Alright. Alright. Let's see what we get. Let's put it on screen. 3 again. Really likes giving me 3. The curse continues. Eternally. Never broken. I mean, Beauty and the Beast isn't too bad. Just have to make sure to not do repression twice in a row, but we do technically have a repression trainer then. You just have to do work in between. The energy output of our facility is ever increasing. You have proven that you are much more capable than you originally perceived yourself to be. The high echelon is waiting for you. Our founder, A, is among them. What do you know about A? A, he is a visionary. A farmer who sowed seeds on a virgin soil no one had approached before. In time, he may express interest in meeting you in person. If that happens, you will be able to make your dreams come true. Myself, well, of course I highly admire him. But to be fair, he is the one who created me. He's also an enigmatic person. I imagine there are few who can truly understand him. In fact, to truly understand anyone is difficult. Will the day come that I understand you completely? No. Yes, odd. Manager, you are the head of this corporation. You're supposed to set an example for others, but that outfit would warrant at least 10 penalty points in our department. The manager should be no exception. However, the rules state that a Sephira has no authority to impose penalty points on the manager, so I must let you off for now. I'm Yazad, the Sephira of the information team. The information team is in charge of processing and archiving all the data of our company. New information is generated every day, and we need to ensure that the information is accurate, so we must concentrate and focus on our jobs at all time. It may be compared to a massive biblioteca. A single bit of misinformation could lead to an uncontrollable disaster. I am sure you can understand the gravity of my work. Every sliver of the information that you read contains the despair and desperation of our employees. Please do not think lightly of that information. It seems you are curious about my outfit. I have an aversion to exposing any part of my body. I don't exactly remember when I started feeling this way, but it's like that I've been this way even before I joined the company. Yo, Yazad, do you have any spare paper? Our department could use some. Hello, Netsack. Netsack, the rules state that we're not supposed to trade resources between teams. It should be in the very first page of the Sephira manual. Alright. Stop giving me that sharp look, Mr. Viper. Well, I'm heading out. Not in the mood to get bitten today. What are you trying to say with that expression of yours? Is this entertaining to you? Does the nickname make you laugh? My apologies. I overreacted a bit. My voice is getting a little tired. The other Sephiroth simply used my nickname as a joke, but others use it in a more serious manner. I know there are many employees who genuinely despise me. Nicknames may be a childish thing, but there's no better way to describe a person in such few words. I personally like my nickname. What's your opinion, manager? I like the sound of it. Seems we're in agreement then. I should get going now. I need to finish today's work. Oh, and I must send you to the next assignment. Complete 4 instinct works. I will do so. Greetings, manager. Do you want to expand the department? I do. I do wish to expand the department. Okay, you're already pretty good. We can start training Justice now. That seems like a great idea. Have to be careful about the white damage, though. I hate this thing. We will have to be a bit more careful with you. God, it's so disgusting. Stop wriggling around like a little weirdo. Oh yeah, you should definitely stay down here. Indecisive employee. Control team captain. That's what I was hoping for. Cooper. You're my strongest soldier. I had a feeling you would be. The problem is that we don't have a lot of white damage resistance that's very high. So hopefully you can survive that without panicking. Maybe I should have had white damage to deal with that. Punishing bird, no! Please, what am I gonna do? Whatever am I gonna do? And now I can use repression again. Yeah, I never really had Beauty and the Beast either. I had them once, and then I think I reset. If I remember correctly. Not for a very long time then. Oh, lots of panicking. Come on, it was just punishing bird. Calm down. Okay, so Red Dawn coming up. We should stay watch outside of containment units that can actually like have breaching abnormalities. I don't think you breach. You don't breach, do you? No. Okay, so wait, you outside here. You two go deal with that. Honestly, Forsaken Murderer is worse if Forsaken Murderer escapes. So I'm gonna take everyone up there. Actually, no, Pude is definitely worse. And the other Clypoths don't matter. So yeah, we're good. You go heal up though. Three cheers for the beginning. Oh, they're all down here. That's one down. Uh-oh. Okay, let's be careful about this. Oh, did Pude break? I think Pude might have broken. That's actually really good, then. Kill them, please. Okay, good. Okay, Bude has not broken. Let's get everyone back to this way, please. I'd rather not end the day. Okay. So 3 cheers was more of a problem than I was expecting them to be. I might need to... Yeah, fuck. Okay, well... God damn it, that's 1 death. That's 1 death. Okay, Bude is more of a problem than I was expecting. I don't know how much health it had left, but... That's fine. That's fine. I did not want to lose people this early on, but... Oh well. Okay. Next Abno. 2. Scorched Girl. I like Scorched Girl, but they'll just more red damage. Can we get something other than red damage, please? Let me ask you a question. What would you do if one of your subordinates, who is harvesting energy from an abnormality to meet the quota, shall face certain death doing so? This is a very basic question, so I'm certain you know the right answer. We must continue producing energy. That is not the perfect answer I was expecting. The truest answer would be to harvest enough energy before such a situation could arise. Lobotomy Corporation is an industry giant, and its mission to produce energy is our top priority. You do seem to listen to my words. I expect you to manage your subordinates with that attitude. You've exceeded my expectations, despite your first impressions. Allow me to explain your next. Yes, Odd. I just heard that your team had a ton of casualties. Well, we had 1. How many times has it been now? Shouldn't you be at your team's side? It looks super depressing over there. Accidents happen. I want them to understand that it's not a big fuss. Dwelling on it only encourages them to cry more, and will eventually tire them out. But people have died. Maybe you should say something like at least some half-hearted commemorative speech to cheer the employees up. I mean, we should lead our departments and all. Perhaps your aim is different from mine then. I see no point in being sentimental. Caring too much about the respective employees or the little complaints they make will steer you away from what's truly important. Well, I'm just saying, I guess there's no right answer, is there? We're both busy, so I'll see you later. What do you think, manager? Should I go comfort them for the sake of the department's morale? No, it's not a necessity. A gesture of goodwill without sincerity is nothing more than an act of diplomacy after all. We're not the ones whose lives are on the line. We don't live with the risk of every moment possibly being the last. Nor are we always so close to death's touch as to not have any attachment to life or worldly values. I disagree with the way Hod copes with it. She just seeks to comfort her own mind and turns a blind eye to reality. It'd be much more helpful to work hard to find ways to minimize casualties in the future. Complete 5 insight works. True. Well, an unfortunate casualty. Okay, we're gonna need this. Yeah. We need that. We need to actually be able to tell if we're winning or not. Danielle. Let's give you a little bit of everything. Not justice. Okay. Let's continue onward. Hello, Scorched Girl. I think she's Insight, right? Yes. God, it's been so long since I had to work with her. No, she's definitely Insight. That is good armor. Uh-oh. Bad work result. With Forsaken. Okay. Let's handle this carefully. Where are my ranged units? Also my highest health units, please. I forgot how little damage he actually deals. Okay, we're good. Wonderful. Please don't. Okay, I don't think it can do enough anyway. Phew, okay. That was too close for comfort, though. Could you guys, like, up your game a bit, please? You're doing great, though. You're doing great, Daniel. Don't even worry about it. Scorched Girl, hello. Good to see ya. It's been a while. Okay, the Dawn. Let's see. Orange Dawn. Pretty sure I should be able to just handle that. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, this should be fine. It's not even a problem. Not even a problem. It's a non-issue. Yeah. No problem. If you could fucking hit the thing. There you go. Everyone go home. And let us finish our work. Don't want to do repression again. That went terribly last time, so let's not do that. Yeah, I believe in you, Georgia. I believe. I always believed. I know, don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. This armor is pretty bad. Well, not right now. Actually, it's not that bad because everything in our facility, almost everything in our facility deals red damage. So it's not even that much of an issue. That weapon is pretty good though, and that armor is pretty good. We could use more white resistance. I don't think... Oh, look at you! You got the gift. This looks pretty. Looks pretty. Looks very good on you. Very earnest employee. Oh, you also got it. Cool. Now they are linked in soul. So we can get the suit. I want the suit rather than the weapon right now. Actually, I kind of want to do a little more work on it. Just so we can get... Just so we can get that armor. Get that weapon too. 9. Wonderful. Alright, that's enough. Prudence 3. Justice 2. Hell yeah. It's going very well. Time for an item. Let us roll for the item. 1. Remember the melody? Do you remember the melody? Do you? Well, do you? Manager. Among these 3 letters of the alphabet, A, B, or C, which would you select? C sounds nice. So you've picked one. Good, now please listen carefully. Alright, the letter C. Not a bad choice. Persons who select C believe that the process is more important than the outcome. Therefore, they are good at planning ahead and enjoy change. They will be able to gain insight and attain inner growth without being confined by the rules. This is a new pastime among the employees. I find it rather uninteresting. There is no scientific basis behind these observations, but it is admittedly a little fun to waste time with these tests. You know, maybe I could imagine whether I would have been this or that kind of person if I were human. Is it too odd for me to think about that? The letter Z. Sue! Ox! Hey, that's cheating. That's not a place at all. Doesn't count. Oops. I didn't know you were here, Zephyr. Yes, odd sir. Sorry, I know we weren't supposed to select during work hours, but he insisted we... What? You started it. You wanted to get back at me for last time, remember? Shut it, you dork. I'll think about the appropriate response for this case later. You two focus on your work. Of course, Zephyr, sir. We're sorry. Looks like word chaining is starting to become one of the more popular pastimes here again. Do you happen to enjoy word chaining, manager? Hazel begins to get lost in thought. James, you know you can't enter the cell for work when your mental corruption level is above 80%. It's against the rules. I know. Just this once, please. You know what would happen if I failed to finish the assigned work regime. Besides, you know how Sally went in at 82% one time and came out fine. I'm only at 81. Please. Come on, what are friends for? Act so strict and the employees will end up isolating you. It'll be so lonely. Just kidding. Even if all the employees were to hate you, I'll still be your playmate. You know that the word playmate has no place in this corp. Oops, my bad. Anyway, can I please get to work now, my Lord Yezod? Don't forget that I cut you some slack yesterday when we were playing word chain. Fine, but just this once. And make sure to take a psychological examination right afterwards. You bet. Thank you, Yezod. See you in a bit. At times, I see hallucinations when I change my clothes. Through the clothing, I can see my skin covered with festering boils. Of course, my body is perfectly fine when I open my eyes. It has to come to a point where I've begun to find the sight of my normal skin strange and unnatural. I cannot help but ask myself, why is my body intact? Why is it not rotting? I've asked the other Sephiroth about those visions, but it seems I'm the only one who experiences this. Great. Very stable. Incredibly stable. Yeah. Less necessary, but still pretty good to have. Rogan. I don't like you. Rika, I like you though. Okay, E.G.O list. E.G.O suit. I do want Daniel to have the Beauty and the Beast set. That looks pretty good, in my opinion. You can be so cute. And you can go back to being Punishing Bird coded. Hell yeah. Okay. 6 attachment works. Let's do it. Let's do it. Hate you, piece of shit. What I'm still most afraid of is getting White Knight. Just randomly getting White Knight. That's gonna be horrible. I mean, right now, pretty early on. We're still fine. We can create one more person in information team, but that's the cap. Then we can't create more people in information anymore. So that's gonna be fun. Bits of understanding, I think. Yeah, you too. They're handling it well. You guys will be fine. Yeah, no problem. Hell yeah. The weapon is good though. And that's that done. Wonderful. Further, fortitude level 3. This is going great. Oh, hello, realistic looking Angela. Manager, is there something wrong? Ah, I see. Wait just a moment. If you cannot bear to look, you should close your eyes. There, I fixed it. There was a system error. How strange, it shouldn't have been so easily compromised. It's a technology originally developed during the war, now widely used for commercial purposes. It's not that impressive of a technology, really. The human brain is fragile. Seeing such a cruel and shocking sight may unintentionally lead to a momentary shutdown of the brain's functions. If a manager like you were to suffer such a reaction, it would be very troublesome for me. So I installed a cognition filter into your display. While the cognition filter functions, dead employees would look like cute dolls splattered with red paint. Abnormalities, even those who could ravage your mental state just by being in your sight, would be reduced to adorable toys on the screen of your office. Trust me, before the cognition filter was installed, many a manager lost their sanity on that seat. I cannot allow you to join them. That day, James released 2 abnormalities on purpose, and eventually 3 clerks and 4 agents were killed. As you may know, having 2 abnormalities breach and losing 4 agents is a rather significant loss of manpower. Of course, it was I who ordered for James to be gunned down. I know the kind of place we work in. I am not regretful for the fact that I was unable to stop him. It's that I regret having developed a personal relationship with him. I was careless with my position and let my subordinate exploit me. Chatting games, yes. All of it was fun. James was a good joker too. Of course, I had fun playing Word Chain. We grew so intimate that I would forgive his trivial rule violations. But the price I had to pay for the error I made was not so trivial. It was not trivial in any way. Manager, this is Lobotomy Corporation. No way. We see body bags every single day. It's a lonely place. Sometimes you will feel the urge to share the distress and anxiety with someone else, to have a friend. But manager, whenever you feel lonely, please remember what happened to me, and try not to make the same mistake I did. You will be able to get over the meaningless deaths that way. I envy Angela. She's truly a heartless monster. People say that I am too rational. Yezad, the cold-blooded machine. Yezad the viper. Yezad the cruel and emotionless. A frigid being who won't even bat an eye at the deaths of dozens of employees. I won't deny that I deserve the reputation. However, whoever built this place has to be a much more cruel person than I am. Sometimes I wish I were an AI without emotion. A vague sense of sympathy will only cloud your judgment. You are bound to make mistakes that way. Why would they place AIs with emotion to handle the facility, if they were well aware that emotion would only get in the way? Do you know the answer? End the day without a bad work result. Right, that one is annoying. But I think that's a good place to call it. We made it quite far. We've done all of the things. We got all the things. We got a good team going on. No, not terrible abnormalities. We've only had one death so far. So let's go over the employees we have right now. We got Honorio, the blunt strategist. We got Honorio, the blunt strategist. Cooper, the control team captain. Georgia, the frivolous hunter. Azera, the indecisive hunter. Daniel, the earnest employee. And Rika, the gloomy employee. That's our gang. And I hope to see you all in the next video. Until then.